the second sister Inquisitor, a vengeful warrior of the Empire, tasked with tracking down Jedi survivors. The second sister Inquisitor is driven by her all-incomprehensive hatred of the Order. Hello, and welcome to another Centurion's Corner, and today we are reviewing the second sister Inquisitor from the Jedi Fallen game. Now, I kind of held off for this one. I really wanted to open her as soon as I got her, but I wanted to review her, but I wanted to play Jedi Fallen before even opening up to have an opinion on this character, to see if she actually looked like the character, if she could actually pose like the character and stuff like that. So I actually held it off for a long time. But what actually happened was I didn't like Jedi Fallen Order. I actually thought the game was a bit poor. I thought it was a bit of a platformer, really. Like, the story was good, but I didn't enjoy the level design at all. So my 10-year-old boy, he happily come around and actually completed the game, and I just sat there watching him and continuing the story. And actually, yeah, I loved the story. Just the level design of the game I didn't like. It wasn't a false Unleash kind of beta for me. But nonetheless, I really like this character, and I really like quite a few of the characters actually in the actual game itself. And yeah, this second sister Inquisitor had quite a good little backstory to her, and you know, just for people that haven't seen it, there's a couple of spoilers in here, but I do like talking about my figures, you know, and what I kind of anticipate for them. And yeah, as a sort of a fallen Jedi, I suppose, you know, that's been corrupted, you know, by the dark side and stuff, where they just seem all hope is lost and they have to join the other cause, I suppose. But yeah, really like the design, and obviously like the Inquisitors as well. They sort of joined us from Rebels. So anyway, looking at the box, we got her in this sort of like nice kind of helmet design there, kind of sort of Vader-esque type with the sort of like a samurai look. Second sister Inquisitor, we've got the lightsaber, we've got extra little bits up here which I think are her shoulder pads, and looking pretty menacing in the bubble. Second sister Inquisitor on the side, and we just got second S written on the black. She is number 95, and we have her pencil drawing on the back as well as her bio. So without further ado, let's crack this bad girl open. Alright, so here she is in a blister pack. No hidden accessories away there. But yeah, she's looking pretty cool out of the box as well, you know, without that kind of glare on her. And yeah, that lightsaber looks pretty hefty. It looks massive. So what we're going to do, just pull her out of the packaging, have her first impressions, go away, take some photos to get a full actual kind of articulation look at this character, and come back for a full review. She's in there good. Seems to have a tie around her waist. Blimey, that was a fight. So yeah, there she is, looking fine, looking nice and dandy, as I always say. But I like it when you get a figure out that they don't feel cheap and they don't feel like hollow, and she feels good. The cape feels nice. It doesn't feel too kind of thick. It feels like it flows. You know, it's got a nice texture to it, and yeah, the actual character itself looks pretty cool straight out the packet. So just going to go away now and take some photos, and we'll be back in a mo. Hello, welcome back. So I've been away, taking some photos, and I had a lot of fun. I think this character's pretty cool. As I said before, I kind of held off from this character because I wanted to learn a bit more about her before reviewing her. But yeah, actually, I really enjoy the look of this character, and I think she's pretty cool and just fits on the Star Wars shelf quite nicely, you know. So yeah, I mean, she comes with her accessories. She comes with a double sort of Inquisitor kind of sort of lightsaber. With a cape as well, and also her shoulder pads. So a bit like the Kylo Ren, it is kind of a sculpted cape, but it's kind of a nice sculpted cape. It doesn't really hinder much for the actual articulation. You know, we actually get some free reign of the arms. It's a nice kind of swoopingness around here, so you can get her in different poses, so it actually looks like it's moving with her rather than just straight down. And yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. But this can just pop straight off. Whoop, we lose her as well. And we've got this kind of nice texture in there. You know, it looks very sort of like a really nice weaved kind of material. We've got these sort of insignia on the shoulders, and we've got these kind of pegs just inside there. And with that, she's got some nice sort of pegs on the shoulders, so the cape doesn't fall off just drastically. It can actually just peg into those, and then it just keeps it in place. Double lightsaber. It's kind of bland, kind of a bit normal really. We've got it's all the silver rim, the silver sort of like emitters, the red sort of switches on there, and that's kind of it really. There's no kind of sort of extra kind of detailing on there, just apart from that little grip in the middle. And yeah, these parts are removable as always. So you've got two up, both ends are both removable, so you can just have to help if you liked. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the lightsaber. And the other accessory that she comes with is basically these shoulder pads that are actually on the cape. So it's like she sort of dismantles it. I might have been wrong. I mean, obviously my boy played the game, but I never really saw her without the cape. But again, I guess this is like pre-production stuff when Hasbro were creating these things. So maybe it was a look that they was thinking of doing. So a lot of it can't be blamed on Hasbro for introducing some bits that are for characters that are not even out when they're making them. So yeah, I mean, the shoulder pads alright. I mean, the only thing about them, they just kind of fall off really quickly, like cheap fake fingernails. You know, they're just not very nice looking. They just kind of just stick in there. They're a bit awkward to get to because of the shape of the helmet as well. And just putting them on there, and then by the time you pose the figure, they sort of like fall out and wiggle themselves out of the actual shoulder. Articulation wise, she's pretty cool. So we've got quite a lot of head movement up here. She can look down, she can look up, not that much because of the back of the helmet. Arm wise, we can come up this far. We've got a rotation, we've got a rotation at the elbow, the hinge comes up quite nicely. We've got a rotation at the wrist, and it's also on a hinge. We've got a rotation at the waist. Ab crunch, not much forward. Back, not so much either. We've got a sort of like a moulded skirt, so articulation wise going outwards. It isn't hindered too much, but it is hindered. Forward, we've got a nice kick. Back, not so much. Double jointed knee coming right up. And then we've got a rocker and a pivot with the upper thigh swivel as well. So basic articulation for Black Series, nothing over the top, but not too bad to be honest. And just really down to the looks of the character really. Yeah, do you know what, when I first sort of looked at her, I thought it was pretty cool and all that, but she really reminded me of like a G.I. Joe sort of character really. She's kind of a bit like a Baroness the Baroness had a child with Cobra Commander, and this is the result. It's just, you know, the red strip down the side and down into the legs as well. Just kind of, I don't know, it just really sort of like gives that kind of vibe. The helmet is pretty cool. You know, it's kind of got the sort of Kylo Ren, Darth Vader sort of flare at the back. It's keeping in line with it. We've got that nice sort of red visor there. Obviously the nuzzle kind of thing there. Kind of looks like it should be a Rhodian inside. But yeah. You know, the Inquisitor sisters and brothers and all that were all a little bit weird with their helmets and stuff and styles. But yeah, I kind of like it. And going into the tunic, it's very kind of sort of smooth, matte looking We've got these kind of silver clips on here, a nice little belt with a few bits of dents and all that in there. We've got the inside of the gloves is red, which is pretty cool, and then a nice glossy black gloves on the outside. Following on that kind of sort of like tunic part down the bottom, kind of look like a female officer, I suppose, which would be quite good for a custom. We've got the legs and into black glossy boots. So yeah, pretty cool, and I really enjoy that character. You know, she's quite nice looking, and sort of fits nicely on the Imperial shelf, I think. So yeah, I mean, whether you're a main collector, I mean, obviously I don't know where it falls in line with most people. I mean, do you just get all the figures as it is? I mean, I got this figure because I class sort of Star Wars games as canon, so that's one reason why I would go out and get this one. But yeah, I'm kind of interested if you want to comment down below, like if this is kind of your sort of thing that you want to see out there. You know, like we've got all these gaming greats kind of figures and all that coming out now, which are a rehash of older figures, but they're confirming newer figures as well for them. So yeah, I'm wondering if it's kind of out there that you guys want the gaming greats sort of stuff rather than sort of original trilogy, because I still think there's a lot of stuff to go ahead. I mean, I'm quite surprised I haven't released all the Kenner figures yet in Black Series compared to you know, what we got in the 80s. But yeah, so anyway, that's me all rabbiting on. Yeah, I really enjoyed this figure. You know, I recommend her. She's 20 quid. There is a carbonised version out there. I'm not really too sure what the thing on that, but I'm not really into these carbonised figures. I just think they look a little bit, yeah, I haven't seen a figure really what it suits. Maybe the Sith Trooper, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you can comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram. You can do all that malarkey. You can like the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. See you soon. Bye.